I do want to talk about this. It's like kind of the concept of sacrifice, right? To become quote unquote successful, to become quote unquote big on TikTok, YouTube, or whatever. Sometimes it's just based on luck. Like, actually, like, yeah, sometimes it is based on luck. But then once you get the success based on luck, you're gonna have to keep the momentum going, which also requires a form of sacrifice. But yeah, I mean, like, there's this whole concept of grinding and sacrificing. It's like, how badly do you want it? Like, do you want to give up sleep or something like that? And I get it. Like, if you're sleeping for 10 hours a day, you have you can probably give up a couple, maybe 2 hours of sleep at that point, right? But like, there's this whole thing in our culture where it's like this grind culture, you know what I mean? It's like, I was watching this video. It was like the day in the life, right? Like, what I do in a day. They have features basically certain celebrities like Michael B. Jordan, Mark Cuban, Anthony Mackie, and the one that really caught my attention was John Cena's kind of version of it, where he wakes up at 7, which is cool, but like, he talks about sleeping for 1 hour in the week, then he fills up on that that sleep deficiency on a Sunday for 8 hours. Like, that can't be healthy, can it? Like, for the average person, or for really anyone, really, to sleep an hour a day during the week, then have like a Sunday day where you only sleep 8 hours, or on average you're supposed to sleep like 8 hours a day. Like, that's not. I don't think it's a sacrifice worth taking, because you're giving up, your health at that point. Like, you can make money. Like, you definitely do that. If you don't want to do that, you can always have a job. Like, you can always remake that money. But the one thing you really don't have a spare of is physical and mental health. Like, once those two things go away, you're fucked. Like, you can't make money when you're dead, and you can't make money when you're sick. That's just that, right? So I don't understand this kind of need to like throw away certain like things to make you healthy, certain things to make your body function, just so you can get this thing called success, right? Whatever that version is to you, whether it's being a famous actor, comedian, podcaster, business person, whatnot, right? I don't know. It's just, for me, it's like I like, there's like certain hierarchy of needs, and I think one of those things, in my opinion, that I want to value is like mental and physical health. That's just that, right? If you don't have those two things, then you can't really do anything else. But yeah, that's just my little thing about that. And I've been following this guy on YouTube for just for honestly shits and giggles. His name is Nikado Avocado, and if you don't know who he is a mukbanger. And what a mukbanger is that they have a whole plate of food and they eat it in front of the camera, so they eat in front of their audience. And what that does is that it kind of gives like the viewer like the sensation that they're eating. So it kind of helps with like diet and things. It's also kind of like soothing. Kind of gives off a bit of a meditation. Like, if you listen to some of Zach Choi's stuff, he has ASMR where he just kind of cooks the food in such high movie quality, and he eats it too. So that's that, right? But back to who this Nikado Avocado is, right? He is a mukbanger that started his channel back when he was vegan and skinny. So what happened was that he basically, long story short, he transitioned with his boyfriend Orland. They both transitioned to the point where they both gained a lot of weight. Specifically, Nikado, he gained about 200 pounds in I believe the years he was on YouTube, and he's just honestly changed quite a bit. He makes a lot of money. He has he has multiple channels on YouTube. He has an OnlyFans on top of that, and his views get like thousands and thousands of views, like on like day one or day two videos, right? And when you have multiple channels making that much views, you have an OnlyFans as well, making that much money. And he also has merchandise as well, which he's making a good amount of money. But look where it's gotten him, right? He's 200 pounds heavier. He's clearly not the healthiest shape. He's clearly not in the best mental state, because a lot of his videos, and I don't know if this is an act or not, he cries, gets really emotional really easily, gets really upset very easily. And just recently, I think his boyfriend Orland just moved out, so they're not together anymore. So you've lost your relationship, you've lost your kind of your mental health, you lost your physical health, but you've gained something in return, which is, a lot of notoriety and a lot of money. So it's like, is that really worth the sacrifice? I mean, fuck. In my opinion, I don't think it is. Like, no amount of no amount of money, in my opinion, with that trade-off is worth it, because you don't, at the end of the day, you're just like, your quality of life just sucks, even if you're rich. Like, fuck, man. I guess you can get liposuction, but you'd probably gain all the fat back, to be honest. But yeah, that's just I guess the opportunity cost, and that's the thing about success, is that, not a lot of us really want to, kind of admit to ourselves, is we want to be rich, we want to do all these things, but these things require a sacrifice, and now whether these things are worth it or not is up to the individual person. So yeah, that's why not many people are, super quote unquote rich, right? It's just the sacrifice may not be worth it for a lot of us, and some of us just want to, stay in the slow lane, which is good. Like, we shouldn't, be this like person, trying to be the best and trying to grind, trying to, reach the top of the of the corporate ladder, or reach, kind of the top of whatever successful thing we want to do, if it's going to be too much of a cost for the individual to uptake, right? Like, not just be you, right? Not everyone's a Gary Vee, not everyone's a Nikado Avocado. Like, just be you and play to your strengths, whatever that may be.